Good afternoon, everybody. Keith Whitman here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium for playoff football here in East Texas as the Chapel Hill Bulldogs take on the Iowa Colony Pioneers. And with me today is Christian Blevins to my right, intern Claire to my left, Isaiah Collins on camera tonight. And we want to welcome everybody. Christian, intern Claire, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Claire?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. We had a nice trip up here today. Not
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your master of the honor America. Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by the Iowa Colony Varsity Trouble Choir under the direction of Dennis Jones. The colors will be presented by the Northern Zone, by the Marine Corps Junior Resort Officer Training Corps, Iowa Colony.
All right, it's almost time for some football, guys and gal. And all of you that are listening and watching, we got people watching on Texas Live and NFHS tonight. And if you are listening on the NetSN YouTube channel, we are glad that you are listening with us tonight for round 3 of the football playoffs here in East Texas. Chapel Hill, Iowa Colony, and the teams are going to come out for the flip. And Christian, if you go ahead and tell me who are the captains for Iowa Colony?
Number 90, Chris Johnson, defensive lineman, who actually has a whole chunk of offers right now. Number 5 is Landry Ward. And I really can't see the other number over there.
They turned them sideways on us.
So, really, those are the only ones that we can see. But all of them, those guys are all good. I mean, they have very, very good talent. And I was actually able to see them now. Tyson Windham, who's also a defensive lineman. He is one of the role players on this team. And then that's about it on that one.
Okay, and for the Bulldogs, looks like we have Cameron Kelly and Dylan Drummond and Kendall Allen, and one more he curled up his number underneath his shoulder pad, so I couldn't see the number for the Bulldogs, so I was unable to see who it was. looks like we're ready to kick things off. And who's kicking off, Christian?
I'm trying to see an exact number. That is actually number 10, Andy Cruz.
So Andy Cruz kicking off for the Pioneers. And the Bulldogs are going to receive. They have 3 back deep, trying to see who they have.
Darius Dean and Ricky Stewart and Javen Mayfield out there.
And so we got football going on right now. Here we go. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Bulldogs. And the offense for the Bulldogs will head out. Bulldogs averaging at about 570 yards per game for their offense. So they're going to set up 1st and 10. And a fake handoff, Brisbane's going to take it up the middle.
Oh, wow.
That was actually not Brisbane. That was Ricky Stewart on the carry. He took the snap. They did that last week, Christian.
They did. I mean, that's one of the things that this Chap Hill offense can do. They can put Ricky Stewart at the wildcat position. Demetrius Brisbane can run the ball. They can do everything.
He's doing it right.
Who is actually, if you look at him, he's actually 6 foot tall. He's a really big safety.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 4. And that's Brisbane's going to choose to keep it. No, he pulls up and throws, and nobody's available.
Man.
And it goes out of bounds. So that'll bring 3rd down and around 4. And handoff to Stewart up the middle. He gets hit
Man.
by about 3 Pioneers. And it'll be 4th down. Christian, are they going to go for it?
I think they will. I mean, and why shouldn't you? I mean, this is what this Chap Hill defense can do.
So 4th down. And here comes the snap. Handoff. Nope. Brisbane's going to keep it. Breaks the tackle. Gets out to the left side. He gets the 1st down. Maybe. It depends on where they spot it. They're going to give him the spot. 1st down. He just gets past the line to gain.
And he was just inches there.
And he was. Gets to about the 19.5-yard line. Just inside.
Oh.
And Mayfield's hit.
Safeties that they have to offer.
So 2nd down, they lost 2 on the play. Excuse me, 3 on the play. Brisbane back. He's under pressure. Makes the throw in the end zone.
He got it.
It's caught. Cameron Kelly, all 6'6" of him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And Cameron Kelly makes a good job. He kind of puts in position, does a little basketball move there.
And I think Hayden Caston just misjudged the ball. He didn't have.
And here's the kick by Campos. And it's good. So the Bulldogs up 7-0 in their first drive. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
dropped it.
Oh, he fumbles, or not fumbles, but he does drop it a little bit, and now the Bulldogs take advantage of it and get it back to about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Pioneers will take it. And so here come the Pioneers and their offense. And tell us a little something about that offense, Christian.
Carson White is probably their best and fastest player. Can lift a 60-yard run last week against Lindale that was very lethal. That kind of changed that game. And here he goes.
He's going to run out to the outside, trying to find a wide receiver, and finds one at about the 25-yard line. And that's going to be Landry Ward. And he's quickly descended upon by the Bulldogs.
This matchup, Antonio Martin Jr. and Javen Mayfield.
We got to run up the middle, though. However, excuse us. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Excuse me, 3rd down. Field.
Little jumbo package.
Yeah, they got Chris Johnson and looks like Joseph Mosley. So they got a big package getting that first. Yes, they're going to get it. They're going to get the first down.
He actually got that 1 yard.
So the first down is for the Pioneers.
First down, Pioneers. 8 minutes left in the first.
Thank you. Carson White waiting for the snap. Gets it. He's going to run to the left-hand side. And he's going to hit.
Oh, man.
And a big hit by the Bulldogs. Not sure who that was.
Trevor
Christian,
Brooks.
you got it? It was Trevor Brooks. Carson White's a freshman for Iowa Colony.
Yeah, and he's done well this year. This team last year, they were 2-8. They were 2-8. And Ray Garza was able to turn this team around. They were 12-0. They got a good quarterback. There's a lot of things that were said, a little bit wrong about this team. The receivers were overrated. Everything was said bad about them, but they turned it around.
White's going to hand it off up the middle and trying to see who they handed it off to. Probably Tenner, their running back. Going to see. Yep, that was Aaron Tenner. Tenner, their running back.
And like I was saying, there was a lot of bad things, said about Iowa Colony last year. Not good, not fast, overrated, undisciplined, and it's just the opposite this year. They're 12-0. They've beaten a lot of good teams. So
definitely made that change this year. There's a pass by White.
Oh, wow.
And incomplete.
They're at the punt.
So that brings up 4th down. And Iowa Colony did not get to capitalize on that first offensive go-round for the Pioneers.
And as we saw on the replay screen,
he got a sidearm that throw,
did.
little Dennis Eckersley throw there, and that's going to put the punt team on for the Pioneers. Javen Mayfield set back deep for the Bulldogs on the return. Here's the snap. And the kick is up, almost blocked by Javorian Cook. That's going to go out of bounds. They're going to mark it at around the 32-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will have it. So that's what's going to go on there. 32-yard line, 1st and 10. With 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs up 7-0. And here comes the offense. And, Christian, the Bulldogs are going to have to just score on every possession in order to keep this
They're
game.
going to have to. And you know what? They can't match.
And there's the snap. And it looks like another switcheroo there. And they did it last week, like I said earlier, where Ricky Stewart takes the snap and takes the handoff and tries to take it. It worked to perfection last week. Not as productive this week so far, as the 2 times they've done it, they've not really done very well. So the loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. And here is quarterback keeper. Brisbane on the
He's
carry,
still-
gains of about 5 on the play. Good run. Waited for a hole to open.
One thing about Chap Hill's offense that we talked about, Ricky Stewart getting the ball, it really, him getting in that little quarterback wildcat spot, it started when they played Palestine. And then it just continues.
Brisbane looking for the pass, finds an open receiver, and that's going to be Jonah Reardon. Reardon takes it down the sidelines to the 35, goes out of bounds as he gets into Iowa Colony territory. And a good job by Reardon. He was wide open in the slot, and he just takes that all the way down into Iowa Colony territory.
Turned on the Jets, too.
First down and 10, he sure does. Stewart to the left of Brisbane. Brisbane takes the snap, hands off to Stewart. Stewart going to try to find a hole, doesn't find one very well, but tries to drive. And they're still going, but nowhere. He gets about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Stopped by about 3 or 4 of the front line, that big front line of Iowa Colony. Pardon me. Here's Ricky Stewart on the carry. Breaks the tackle, breaks another one, and dives for that first down. And let's see what the umpire said.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you,
on the Bulldogs.
I thought Chandler Love reached back and pulled his face mask.
Let's tell our people at home what it was. It looked like it was a holding penalty on the Bulldogs. And it's going to back him up by 10 yards. So a good run is not going to matter. It's going to be wiped off the board. So second down. And we'll see what they can do now. Brisbane back looking for a wide open receiver as he cuts up the middle. And here's the pass down the sidelines. Covered by 2 people. It's going to be intercepted. And it's picked off by Jacoby Miles.
And it's not going to matter.
Flag down. Miles gets up to about the line of scrimmage of where the Bulldogs were.
It's not going to matter. I think he held
I think it was
him.
going to be, looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference, which is probably going to be denied, obviously. We're going to wait on what the referee says.
$15-yard penalty.
So they called that on the defense. So that's going to put the Bulldogs on an automatic first down, 15 yards further than they were.
Yeah, they were.
So as the Iowa Colony side was chanting, "You can't do that," and it called on them, the Bulldog side is now calling that. So first and 10, handoff up the middle. No, it's going to be kept by Brisbane.
Still.
Brisbane gets about a 5-yard gain, looks like, on that carry. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Time is 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is still 7-0. Has a little bit of a defensive battle going on here. The Bulldogs scored on their first offensive possession.
What Iowa Colony is going to have to do, they're going to have to remain physical. That's one of the things that they really, really have to do in this game. They have to remain physical up front.
And it's a handoff up the middle. And that's Stewart. Stewart's breaking a
breaks
tackles.
off.
No, that's not Stewart. I'm
He
sorry.
ran right over him.
Is that Stewart? I couldn't tell.
Jaborian Cook.
That was Jaborian Cook. I apologize. Jaborian Cook runs it all the way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And I apologize. I was confused. I actually thought that Brisbane kept that one and went up. Or took that one and they did their little switcheroo there. But that was not the case. The Bulldogs get back on the board, and Campos comes out for the point after attempt. Here's the kick. It's up.
It's good.
Through the uprights, and it's good. So 14-0 is your score with 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be right back. From Woodforest Bank Stadium, you're watching NetSN. Bulldogs ready to kick off. And Christian, what did you think about that last drive for the Bulldogs?
I will say this, Iowa Colony's defense was not physical enough to stop them on running the ball, but Chapel Hill was able to just keep running the ball downfield, and it really was set up by something that we haven't really seen all year. Jonah Reardon with a 20-plus yard gain.
And there's the kickoff. Marked at about the 32-yard line of Iowa Colony. It's going to be the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10. And here we go. It's going to be Carson White. White with up the middle is going to be a false start. Yep, false start going to back him up 5 yards. That'll bring up 1st down still. So here we go, 1st and 15. And the pass is going to go out of bounds. An incomplete pass.
It was a good throw.
And a good attempt. So that'll bring 2nd down after the incomplete pass. Here's the pass to the outside. Incomplete. Thrown a little bit to the side. So that'll bring up 3rd down after 2 incomplete passes.
I'll tell you what, Carson White, I think he should have waited.
Yeah, he should have. He had a wide open receiver.
Antonio Martin was running down a down the hash.
The nearest guy was about 10 yards away from him. Yeah, the nearest person was not was pretty far away. So that'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see what Iowa Colony can do. There's the throw. And over the head.
Incomplete
so 3
again.
Incomplete
Wow.
passes.
We have not seen that from Iowa Colony all year.
And we have really not. They're usually very good in the passing game, but on those passes, they just have not been able to connect.
I think Carson White, he's just trying to, force it a little bit. You got to calm down. You got to put that ball in there. You can't just, throw it, a dart to people that is not really open.
Mayfield back. Here's the punt. It's going to be high and shorter than the last time, hitting around the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs.
They didn't get a good bounce either.
And a Bulldog bounce. It's going to get round to the 48. They're going to I think they're going to put it, around the 48-yard line. And that's where they're going to put it. Iowa Colony not really showing up right now. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to not going to happen.
And I'll tell you this, the keys for Iowa Colony to win this game is to play physical. That's their number 1 thing. They have to play physical. Number 2, make Chapel Hill submit. Make them tap out. Number 3, stop Brisbane and Stewart running and passing the ball, because we all know they can do that. And number 4, they have to dominate Chapel Hill's front 7. They have not been able to do that.
And there's Stewart right now, and they kind of stopped him on that. Only gained about a yard on that play. So that one worked.
I don't think Ricky Stewart is going over 20 yards yet.
So here comes 2nd down. It's going to be about a 9-yard try. It's going to be a run by Stewart to the outside, and he breaks a couple of tackles there and gains a few more yards. So he's going to have 5 more to go. So it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Brisbane's got to launch it here.
Well, he has no other choice. Rolls to the outside.
Oh, wow.
He's reached out. And
Now they're going to have to punt.
that was a great job.
And they finally got Chapel Hill on their knees on that play. They finally got it.
Treshawn O'Neal did a good job of reaching out and just knocking that ball down. So a good job by the Iowa Colony Pioneers.
And we saw them have a little bit of a slow start against El Campo like this, but they came back against El Campo and they were able to dominate them 28-10. And if they want to beat Chapel Hill, the same thing they did to El Campo, that's what they're going to do to Chapel Hill here.
Right.
Wow, good bounce.
So Iowa Colony is going to get it. It'll be 1st and 10 deep in their own territory around the 12-yard line.
And just to give you a little, knowledge here, a little heads up, the winner of this game has to play the Kilgore Bulldogs next week.
Bulldogs won earlier today.
Oh, wow, he's up the middle.
And a good grab by the Bulldogs. That was number 24, Aaron Tinner. Tinner, a hoss of a running back. He's I believe he's a freshman running back for
He is.
Iowa Colony. So that'll be a 1st down. From the 30-yard line, Iowa Colony takes the snap and he keeps it. That's going to be wide on the outside.
Oh, I made a miss.
And he's hit. Tries to miss the first
I think
one,
he's going to lose a yard.
he didn't miss that second guy. I believe that was number 8. No, that was
Davion Ross.
Davion Ross. But Jaborian Cook was also coming. He made the second hit. So up the middle.
Got about 3 or 2. And this is the down that really, really counts. They have been struggling on 3rd down to throw the ball. And they've been struggling to throw the ball for the first 12 minutes of this game, or close to 12 minutes. So they have to throw the ball efficiently like they did last week against Lindale. They struggled a little bit in the first half against Lindale as well, throwing the ball.
And there's up the side. Goes about the midfield, taken down, and the ball goes on the ground, but he's going to be picked up by Iowa Colony. And a good run gets into Bulldog territory and a 1st down. First down and 10 in Bulldog territory. Hit behind the line of scrimmage
Yeah, no gain
is
on that
Tinner. And it looks like number 9, Davion Ross, comes in with the stop.
Call timeout. Oh, actually, the first quarter is over.
So that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. You're watching Net Us In. are back. Sorry, everybody. We are having internet troubles. We're trying to get that fixed right now for our Texan Live viewers. Should be good. And looks like we have I believe a delay of game penalty. Also, we're trying to work on the camera issues as of right now. And so, doing our best for you, but we're getting everything worked out as best we can and as fast as we can for you. Quarterback.
Oh, he let.
White back, a wide open.
He got it.
Got it in the end zone. Touchdown. Pass to Jaden Warren.
I mean, he just burnt him, made one move inside on a go, and just left.
There's a flag on that.
It may be offsides.
It is possible. Waiting on the call. And we should be getting it. So on the defense, they're probably going to assess it. Oh, that penalty was declined. So it's 14-7 now, 11:53 left in the first half. So Mayfield back deep, along with a couple other Bulldogs. And Iowa Colony getting ready to kick off. Here comes the kickoff. And it's going to go in to the end zone for a touchback, and that's where the Bulldogs will have it. So here we go, first and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll have it from the 25-yard line. Hand off to Ricky Stewart to the outside. He gets hit, breaks the tackle, gets nowhere, and probably lost a yard or two.
They got all the receivers on one side.
brings up third down and around 2.
Oh, wow.
And Brisbane has it to the outside. He
Nice
gets past midfield, goes to just past midfield, gets into Iowa Colony territory. And a first down. And a lot more, actually. So first and 10, right at midfield. Handoff up the middle. Stewart goes to the outside,
Oh, wow,
gets
he finally
tackled,
got
gets to the 40.
space.
35, 30,
He's
25,
gone.
20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No laundry on the field. That's going to stand. 10 minutes, 36 seconds left in the half, and the Bulldogs extend their lead. That was a heck of a run, Christian.
And you know what's funny? Just like in Nacogdoches when they played LCM, a lot of people said on social media it was only a matter of time before he broke 1 for 6.
Campos kick is up. It is good. We're going to take a break. Bulldogs lead 21-7, 10:36 left in the first half. And we're back. Bulldogs ready to kick off. Campos looking around, getting ready. And looks like the Bulldogs could take a timeout, Christian.
I'm not exactly sure why.
I'm not either.
I think they were ready and set.
Not sure what's going on. We're going to take a short break ourselves. We'll be right back. All right, I think we got things going now. Or hopefully we do. We'll see. And here we go. There's the kick. It's going to go, looks like that one's going to go to the end zone. So we're going to have a touchback.
I will say, no, this is a battle of great football teams, but I'm telling you, these bands are pretty awesome.
There's our intern Claire, our band aficionado for NetSN.
I mean, Iowa Colony, they're playing some songs I've never heard of. They're good, though.
And we're going to have a false start.
Oh, man. Before they get set, we have another score update. Midlothian Heritage is up 21-7 on South Oak Cliff.
Wow. I love our score updates. Christian, our score update person. Hand off to the outside. So it's going to be second down.
tackle.
Oh,
oh man,
Tanner.
he fell.
Uh-oh. And that's going to be a late – are they going to call a late hit on that? I guess they thought
It
they
maybe
were in,
should have been.
I think they thought they were in the NFL for a second maybe.
And Ray Garza is not happy.
No, he's really not. He expected a late call, and he really should have had a late hit on that.
They're probably going to go for tush push again.
So 3rd down and 5 for Iowa Colony. So big 3rd down for both teams. White going to keep it. Goes to the outside. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And Landry Ward was just kind of standing there. Should have made a block. A gain of 2 on the play. So 4th down and 3. A big 4th down. So anxious to see what actually happens here.
And there is no pushing.
No, there's no push on this. That's a long 3 yards. White back, looking for a receiver.
He got
finds
it.
one at about the 18-yard line, which is way past where they needed to go. So a 1st down for the Pioneers. So 1st and 10, they're going to spot it at the 18. 5 minutes, 52 seconds left in the 1st half. Bulldogs up 21-7. Man in motion. White with the snap, hands off to Tinner. Tinner gets hit in the backfield, and the ball's on the ground. And he fell back on it. I believe he's going to get it, but he's going to lose about 4 on the play. And that was, I thought the Bulldogs might jump on that one.
I thought they got it back too.
But Tinner does a good job. To get back on it, so that'll be 2nd down and long, around 14 yards. Man in motion. That's Ward.
Oh, he got it.
There's a wide open receiver in the end zone.
Oh, it's just too easy.
And touchdown, Pioneers. And that's to Antoine Martin Jr. He caught that one. He missed one earlier, but that hit the soft spot and in the end zone for the touchdown are the Pioneers, and they get closer and closer and kind of get that gap a little smaller and smaller on that scoreboard. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the 1st half. Here's the kick. It's up. And it's good. And that was Andy Cruz with the kick. So with 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the 1st half, the Bulldogs lead 21-14. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. And we are back here at Woodforest Bank Stadium in the Woodlands area of around Houston. Here's the kickoff. It's going to go to the end zone. Darius Dean kind of watched it go over his head there, and the Bulldogs will get it around the 25-yard line, or at the 25, not around, actually at the 25-yard line. So the Bulldogs, who started off in the 1st quarter being very successful on their offensive pursuits have not been very successful the last few times. Christian, what do you think they need to do on this drive real quick?
You have to contain their speed. This Chap Hill defense can do it. Their secondary hasn't faced a passing attack really much this year other than Kilgore.
You got Brisbane going to go run it to the outside, and he's trying to break some
Oh,
tackles.
man.
Doesn't do a very good job as he is hit in the mouth, so to speak, by Jarvis Solomon, defensive back for Iowa Colony. But however, he gets a 5-yard gain out of it. I don't know how. He spun and kind of pushed, kept pumping those legs like he knows how to do. Gets a 5-yard gain. And
I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag. Bruce Robinson third looked like he had a hold of his face mask.
Yep, Stewart up the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is hit, but he is still pushing.
Man.
And that's going to be a couple of yards forward on that.
Yeah, Chandler Love.
So 3rd and 3. And remember, we talked earlier that the Bulldogs need to take every opportunity that they have on offense to score. And they did in the first quarter. They have not yet here in the second quarter as much as they did in the first. So we'll see what happens. Brisbane on the keeper gets to around the outside. And he gets hit pretty hard. Just shy of the line to gain. I mean, barely there. And it's going to bring 4th and short, real short.
Oh, wow, they're going to punt.
I am surprised, honestly. However, they are
man.
deep into the territory of Iowa Colony. So
Knowing this
maybe
Chapel offense,
Reardon does not want to risk
you
turning
gotta
over
go
the ball.
on that one.
And I'm surprised as well. I would have gone for it, but they're not going to do it. They're going to punt with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half, up by 7. And they're going to give the ball back over this short, and
They're putting a spy on Trevor Brooks.
And they don't get the ball back at the half. That's the crazy thing. The ball takes a good Bulldog bounce, and it's going to get down inside the 5. They're going to get it rolling to the 1-yard line. And, yeah, I don't know why I did that, but that's a good one. So the Bulldogs down it at the 1-yard line, and that's where Iowa Colony will take it with 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. So, yeah, that was a bit of a shock, Christian.
Yeah, you got to go for that. It's a playoff game, and I get it. You don't want to risk much, but you got to go on that play. And I think literally it was 4th and inches. They were literally, they could have went for it, ran the ball with Ricky Stewart or Demetrius Brisbane, but they decided to punt it. And, hey, it was a good punt, but you got to go on those plays. You're up 21-14. You got to punch this team in the mouth a little bit. This team is not a team that you can just sleepwalk by.
Right. So it's 1st and 10. They're going to kind of do that. And then we got a false start, maybe?
False start on the 1-yard line.
And of course, that doesn't do much on the 1-yard line. I didn't see a flag. I just heard the whistle. Let's see what he says. Well, how are you going to do a half a distance?
Oh, man.
I wish they would just, if you're going to do that kind of thing, yardage doesn't hurt. You should take off a down. That's just my opinion. They didn't ask me. I just say it. So there's the snap. They're going to try to rush it up the middle, gain some yardage on it.
Up to the 2.
So they're going to get it up, and probably close to the 3-yard line is where they're going to put the ball. No, closer to the 2-yard line on that. So 2nd down, 10 yards, well, 9.5 really. Man in motion. Loaded in the box there, and another whistle blows.
Timeout. I don't think
timeout because the play clock was going down to 0.
And the other thing, I don't think Ray Garza liked what he saw.
Not at all. And so they're going to take a timeout. We're going to to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Net Us In. And we're back. And a pass.
Oh!
It's caught.
He caught it!
Tried to intercept. He goes to the 30, down to the 40, pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line by Davion Ross. And it's caught by Antoine Martin. And a fantastic throw. That's one of those things they try to teach you. Don't go for the interception just when you think you have it.
How in the world did Carson White zip that in?
He knows what he's doing. That's a false start right there. White
going to be on
moved,
Carson White.
and he's trying to act like he didn't, but he took 2 steps back before the ball got there. So they're going to back him up 5 yards. And do it again. Still first down. 1:59 left. And I didn't catch that. What was that, Christian?
I think they had to reset the play clock.
And the game clock, because it was at 1:59. Now it's at 2:01. And so here's the snap. White looks for a receiver, finds one, and it's going to be Antoine again.
Oh, man.
Martin. That's his go-to guy, apparently. I don't blame him. So that'll bring second down after a 2-yard gain. There's the snap. White back, looking for a receiver, has a lot of time. It's overthrown, however. Intended receiver looked like Jaden Warren, number 81.
And Carson White wanted a flag.
Yeah. Had a lot of time in that pocket. 1:53 left, 21-14.
And I think they were trying to get Joshua Castaneda.
So that'll bring up third down. Here's the snap. White back. Throws to the outside, and Javen Mayfield almost caught it. He was there.
They're at the punt.
And that'll bring fourth down, which is great for the Bulldogs. They have 2 timeouts left. 1:46 left in the first half, and they're going to get the ball back. Cruz with the punt. It's going to be a good punt this time, and it's going to hit about the 22-yard line. Going to bounce sideways a little bit down to about the 12, and that's where they're going to spot it. So the Bulldogs will have it, 1:33 in the first half. And the Bulldogs take over first and 10 from the 12-yard line deep in their own territory. And I'm anxious to see what exactly they're about to do in this situation.
changes too. You have 133 left, and they may just run the ball.
It's possible. And there's a run to the outside. He's kind of hit, but carries a couple of Pioneers with him. So second down, 3 yards to go. Brisbane with the snap. Looks to the left hand side. Finds
Oh,
receiver Mayfield.
man.
Goes right
no.
through his hands.
And Mr. Keith Wibben, look how much time is on the clock. They have 59 seconds
59
left.
seconds to do something, make something happen.
If they can't get it, and if they have to punt.
And you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't.
That's a no-no.
You may need to run the ball just to get out of the half.
But they got, Iowa Colony has 2 timeouts as well. And there's a run. Stewart to the outside. And he's going to get
He got it.
to the first down line. Does he get it? And yes, he does, says the men in the striped shirts. We like it when they do that.
Never run the clock.
Running the clock, 43 seconds and counting. And a pass to...
It's incomplete.
And who was that? Number 8? That was
Cameron Kelly.
Cameron Kelly, who made a great touchdown catch earlier in the ball game.
Jeremy Gardner defending him again.
So it's going to bring second down. The clock stops, obviously, on that. Second and 10.
Oh, no, and another false start.
And a false start.
Cameron Kelly.
That's going to back him up.
He tried to get a little early start.
That is not at all what the Bulldogs were looking for.
And like I said, Coach Irvin, who is a really smart offensive coordinator, might have the idea of let's get out the half, regroup. Second half, Iowa Colony gets the ball back, see what our defense can do. They're gonna throw. Oh man, he brought the rush.
And not much going there. Actually, a loss of around 3 on the play. And I believe there's a flag on the play, or was there a timeout?
That may be a legal man downfield. They're going to call timeout.
So Iowa Colony calls a timeout. 21 seconds left. We're going to add some time to the clock. So we're going to take a short timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we're back after the timeout. Excuse me. Stewart in motion. Brisbane looks and breaks up the middle. Just gets caught
nowhere
and
again.
lost on the play. And fourth down and a timeout called again by Iowa Colony. That's their final timeout of the half. And the punt team's going to come out. So the Bulldogs are going to have to put this one deep with 16 seconds left. And they're going to have to throw this one far.
Or punt it far, if you will.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You knew what I meant. You knew what I had said. So we'll see what happens. Who's that back there punting? That's not.
That is Trevor Brooks.
That's Trevor Brooks. I couldn't read.
He has a good
again,
leg.
my old age. So Trevor Brooks going to have to get it real deep and see what happens. Here's the punt. And it's not what they wanted. That's going to go short. It's going to hit about the 30, but a good bounce. And he got lucky on that one, as that one bounced into Iowa Colony territory. It hit at the Bulldog 30-yard line and bounced to the Iowa Colony 48, and that's where it's going to be spotted with 8 seconds left. No timeouts by the Pioneers.
I will say this. They have been taking the top off Chapel's defense, so wouldn't be shocked if they went long. But they have to protect up front because Chapel is only rushing 3.
Yep, they're only rushing 3. They're going to put some people deep, and if Reardon is any coach that I had, which I'm sure he is, saying nobody, don't get anybody past you. And that's going to go to the side. It's going to bounce incomplete. 3
now
seconds.
They're going to have to throw long.
Well, they're going to look to the end zone.
And I think even, with Landry Ward catching that, it still would have been in bounds, and the clock would have still ran.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been, I don't know what they were thinking on that. I guess maybe rolling, but you're right. It would have been, the clock would have run.
And I hate to say it, but this is not college football where you get the first down,
and they stop the clock.
They stop the clock. It's not.
It looks like they're just going to kneel. Yep, they're just going to kneel, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So your score here in the first half: Chapel Hill 21, Iowa Colony 14. We'll be back after the half from Woodforest Bank. You're watching NetSN.
The Chap Hill toddlers are in the direction of Mrs. Debbie Hart. The highlighters are in the direction of Katie Hewitt and Allison Moran. And directors are Joe Hewitt, Bill Ross, Christy Willis, Lamont Garcia, and Josh Hill.
Please join me in welcoming the Michigan would like to extend their welcome as they embark on round 3 of the playoffs. And now, prepare to be entertained with an energetic Jazz team to cool in the game's 1980s hit Celebration. All right, Pioneer fans, get on your feet and help your Iowa Colony High School band and guard spell it out. Let's hear it for your Iowa Colony
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Whitman here with Christian Blevins and intern Claire. Trying to get everything situated here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Working diligently to subside and work through this internet issue that we're having. Kickoff did start. Now it's got to go back. So we're going to try it again. They're going to redo it. I'm not sure what happened there, Christian. Did you see?
I really don't know either. The ratings refs are. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
So we'll see a kickoff again. And there's the kick. And here we go.
Got some blockers in front of him.
Got blockers in front. Good run by Antoine Martin Jr. Getting in there. That will be a first down and 10 as Iowa Colony will have it from their own 38-yard line. So we'll see how they can do on this one. Run up the middle. It's going to go to the outside. Gain of about 2 on the play. And bring up second down. For Iowa Colony. We're going to see how the halftime went. Iowa Colony on a momentum train there towards the end of the first half. Bulldogs started the first half pretty well, and Iowa Colony ended it very well as bringing the gap closer with a 21-14 score.
Lost a yard.
And that was Aaron Tenner on the run. And that'll bring up third down and 7 on the play. Correction, 8. We'll see what happens. White back. There's a snap.
Oh, wow, they missed a false start.
And White to the outside. He's running, trying to find a receiver. He got one. That's Martin again. Martin just a thorn in the side of the Bulldogs here. And a first down and deep into Bulldog territory are the Pioneers. So first down and 10, White back, looking for a receiver, and gets flushed out of the pocket. He's hit, taken down, and a sack on the play.
Isaiah Collins.
And a big defensive play by the Bulldogs. So that's going to be second and long now. And Iowa Colony backed up to their 44-yard line, to the Bulldogs, 44-yard line. White back, rolls out of the pocket. He's down to the left, finds the receiver, and
oh wow,
that's Antoine Martin. He tight rope. That's not Martin. I apologize. That's Jacoby Miles. He tight ropes it,
and he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
He sure does, and it's going to be third down and 10. And the Pioneers got to get a good play on this to get a first down.
I wouldn't be shocked if they just threw an out route
And rushed out of the pocket again. It's wide. He throws. And the pass is caught by Tenner, but not enough for a first down. Only a 3-yard gain.
And you see Chapel Hill, they're sending a rush every single play.
Yeah, putting a lot of pressure. So 4th down, we'll see. I don't see a punt unit. It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down and 7. And here we go. White back in the pocket. Another rush. He's going to push forward. He's going to get hit from behind. Take it down. And it's going to be a turnover on down. And that's going to be Kendall Allen on the sack for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will take over on their own 31-yard line. And a good defensive stop. That was what the Bulldogs needed in order to get things going here in the second half. Now they need to come out and make a touchdown to extend this lead. There's the snap. And Brisbane out. He goes past midfield to the 45, 40, 30, out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And a good run by Brisbane gets deep into Pioneer territory. It's going to be first down and 10. Handoff to Stewart. Stewart to the outside. He gets hit in the backfield, breaks some tackles, and finds the open field. Gets into around about the 15, maybe down to the 13-yard line. And the Bulldogs are just pushing their way through. Clock still running. There's the snap. Brisbane's going to keep it to the outside. A good block, and he's hit.
Wow.
And he's hit at the line of scrimmage.
Adrian Porter.
So 2nd down and about 7 on the play.
Would you be shocked if they win here?
I would, but they're not going to. Stewart to the outside, tries to find a lane.
Oh, man.
Can't find one.
Tell you, they are hitting Ricky Stewart.
So 3rd down, and I believe this is going to be 4-down territory if they don't make a first here, Christian. They're going to want to get in the end zone, even if they go for field goal. It's going to be a pass to the outside, and a good cut. It's going to be a first down play, I believe. They're going to spot him at about the 2-yard line, and I believe that was Darius Dean on the catch. And that was a great play by the Bulldogs to get 1st and goal from the 2. Handoff up the middle, Stewart in.
He did.
And that second rush put. And so Campos is going to come out for the point after attempt. Kick is up.
That's good.
And the kick is good. So the Bulldogs go up 28-14. 7:29 left in the 3rd. We'll be right back. And we're kicking off. Iowa Colony gets it out.
Oh, Lord. And there's a little chippiness going on.
So first down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And it's a fake toss to the outside. He's hit it.
Collins again.
Back.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. That was oh, man. Dallas Gibson.
So it's going to bring up second down and around 13. And it's going to be third down and 7.
And now they're going to have to throw it. Maybe
Which
get a little stop route in.
Yeah, and they've been successful on those throws.
Just hasn't, going across the middle with the digs and the shallows, they really haven't been efficient in this game.
White back, finds the receiver. He's hit as he throws, and it's over the head. And so that brings up fourth down, and the punt unit's going to come out. Andy Cruz is heading that way.
This game is getting away from Iowa Colony.
Well, we don't want to call that too early, but they're not looking as crisp as they were in the second quarter. However, they didn't look crisp in the first quarter either, so they did come back in the second quarter. He has a habit of doing this little, however. I believe it was touched by one of the Pioneers, so they're going to spot it at the 29-yard line, and I think Reardon's going to have a little talk with Mayfield about what he just did, because that was not a smart move. So here we go. Brisbane is back. Hands off to Stewart. Stewart to the outside. He cuts up. So we have another first down.
Oh, wow. He bobbled it.
So a gain of 4. It'll be second down. And it's another run to the outside.
I think Brisbane ran into his own guy.
So third down. It's a big third down. A good run up the middle.
Jabo Cook.
Jaborian Cook gets a first down for the Bulldogs.
And they're moving.
Bulldogs able to move the ball really well. Here's first down. And a big hit in the backfield. That was number 11. Hayden Caston got a real quick move on that one, and it's a 3-yard loss. Here's the snap. Brisbane over to the left-hand side. Cut up, gets about to the original line of scrimmage, and it gets a little bit more.
Going.
Still going. So it'll be 3rd down. And it's going to be short.
And you got to go for it.
You're in that position.
Right.
So it'll be 4th down and around 1 middle. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get more. Gain of about 5 on the play. So 1st down for the Bulldogs.
And he stopped short.
Yeah, that's a run to the outside. We have a little official timeout. There's something on the field. I don't know what that. I guess that's a player's something there. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Hand warmer.
Hand warmer.
It is a little chilly.
It's nice where we are.
Oh, yeah, because we're in the press box. So.
And
it's thrown over his head. Oh,
way
man.
over the head, almost intercepted. Not really sure what was going on with that one.
Jarvis Solomon. So you have to wonder, if they don't get this, then what do they do after that? And they may run the ball, but based off the formation on offense, it looks like they're not going to.
Here's a pass. And wide open receiver. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. I don't see Laundry on the field, so that one's going to count. And that was Ricky Stewart with a touchdown pass. You don't call that very often. But he makes it in the end zone. And the Bulldogs add 6 more. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. 1 minute 43 left in the 3rd. 35-14, Bulldog lead. And we are back. And there's the kickoff. It's going to go to the end zone and going to have a touchback. Iowa Colony will take over at the 25-yard line, first down. Run off the middle.
Wow.
And a good defensive stop. No gain on the play. So that'll bring up second down. White fumble on the snap.
Oh, man!
And that was a heck of a hit by Davion Ross. Wow. I don't think he saw that coming.
Oh,
goodness gracious. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
So it's going to be third down and long. And it's going to go out of bounds there. That number 5.
And they got to go.
Landry Ward. And it looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. Not much you can do on that one. So fourth down and long, and the Bulldogs are they have stepped up their defensive game in this second half, Christian, and done a fairly good job. There's the kick.
Got a good bounce.
So they're going to get it at about the 30-yard line, and that's where they're going to spot it for the Bulldogs.
And I'll tell you this. If Chap Hill wins this game, it's not an upset, in my opinion. It's not an upset. This is a team that was doubted earlier this week, was not picked to win. Iowa Colony was picked to win by 17 points, and it's completely opposite right now.
Well, and the Bulldogs are playing fairly well in the second half. I don't know what was said in the locker room and what was done, but they made some changes and some needed updates, however you want to call it. But they did do what they needed to do in that locker room. So we're going to take we weren't going to take a break, but we're not going to because it looks like they're going to head back out. And so we will see what they're going to do here. So the Bulldogs are going to have it first and 10 from the 30-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Stewart going to break out to the outside, and going to get about a loss on the play. I thought he might get back to the line of scrimmage, but unable to do so.
You got to wonder with Iowa Colony, if they get the ball back, they're going to have to keep throwing the ball.
Right.
There is no running unless you see a wide open space for the quarterback. You have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
But right now, before they even have a chance, a sliver chance of winning this game, they have to stop this offense.
And there's a run to the outside.
That may be holding.
Waiting to see what that call is going to be. So the Bulldogs are going to get backed up. So they got a long way to go here, Christian.
Second and 21. They're actually going to throw.
And
man,
just out of the reach.
Oh, wow. And you couldn't have ran a better shallow route like Cameron Kelly just ran.
And that was beautiful, beautiful route, just out of his reach.
They put him in the slot. If he would have caught that, he would have been gone.
So third down and long. Mayfield kind of doing some jumping jacks. And Brisbane going to run it up the middle. Has a little bit of room.
Oh,
it's closed
man.
up quickly.
Wow.
Very quickly. And by Chandler Love. So it's going to bring him fourth down, and the punt team is coming out. And good old Trevor Brooks, sure-footed Trevor Brooks coming down. .26 left in the game.
Oh, they blocked it.
And they blocked it. Is he going to pick it up? Yep.
He got it.
Pick it up, go into the end zone. Hayden Caston. And touchdown, Pioneers. On the blocked punt. And they pick it up, take it into the end zone, and get on the board and get closer.
Did you know that is their fourth blocked punt of the year? That's their second for a touchdown.
So here's the point after attempt.
And he got it.
And he got it. It's good. Your score with 10:14 left. Bulldogs 35. Pioneers 21. We'll be right back. So after the blocked punt, Iowa Colony getting set to kick off. Bulldogs back deep. And there's the kick. It's going to go, excuse me. Looks like we out of bounds.
So Iowa Connolly has a little life. Question is, can they keep stopping the momentum that Chap Hill has had and at a consistent base?
Handoff. Brisbane, no, keeps it. Takes it to the outside, and he tries, but, man, they are just on him quickly.
Oh, wow, I think that was a late hit.
And we know that this officiating crew doesn't call late hits. They didn't call one on the Bulldogs earlier, and they didn't call one on Iowa Colony that time. So 2nd down and 9. 9:44 left.
They're probably going to get the ball to Stewart.
And Stewart to the outside. He's going to break around the right side and get the first down and a little bit more. And run to the left side of the line. Good gain of around 6. And Brisbane on the carry.
And they're going to have to keep running the ball. But for the same thing for Iowa Colony, IC has to stop Chap Hill's running game. That's one of their keys that they needed for this game, was to be physical.
And that's a run up the middle. It's a dog pile, kind of a scrum.
He's short, and you got to go. You got to go. Even if you don't get it right here, you still have to go.
Yeah, they're going to give it 3rd and 1. And, yeah, you got to go for it. You're in their territory. Brisbane sits back, hands off. Right up the middle. It's going to be a first down.
He got it.
And he got it. I think that was Cook on the carry. That I don't think that was. Stewart's a little bit more finesse on the run. That was more of a J-Bo Cook.
It was.
So 1st down and 10 from the Iowa Colony Pioneer 44-yard line. Handoff and
whoa! He fumbled the ball.
He fumbled the ball. It's going to go out of bounds.
No.
And I don't know what Kelly was thinking. He was trying to pass the ball.
Oh man!
And he jumped and just
And he lost so many yards.
He did. He lost a lot of yards.
A lot.
For the Bulldogs.
You see the marker. He's still backing up.
So that's going to be 2nd down and a lot
Forever.
of O's in that long. And I don't know if they're going to get him on intentional grounding. Well, it won't matter. They'll decline that penalty because it went out of bounds.
But it'll still be a loss of down.
So that was just a horrible.
It was.
Because from where he was hit, it's going to be 2nd and 28. From where he was hit, that ball went 10 yards backwards, 10, 15 yards backwards.
It's Thanksgiving. I think you should be grateful that he didn't fumble.
Yeah. 2nd, 28 yards to go. Brisbane back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. He's got a little bit of time. Now he doesn't. And we got a flag on the play, though.
Oh man, he was taken all the way back.
Good.
Oh, man.
And they better hope this is on the defense, but it's in holding territory, so I don't know if it is or not. And I believe this is going to be against the Bulldogs. However, it won't matter.
And they're going to get Keldrick Davis on a holding call.
Yep. They're going to decline that. That's going to get all the way back down to about the 15-yard line of the Bulldogs.
28.
So just to give you perspective, the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage is on the Pioneers' 44-yard line. The line of scrimmage they're on is on the Bulldog 15-yard line.
And how many times do you see a 3rd and 51?
It's 3rd and 51, and this is just – clock is running, 7:13. 35-21 is your score as the Bulldogs lead in the fourth quarter. Handoff, and that's
they
just
stop Stewart again.
Stewart. So that's going to bring a fourth down. That's the smartest play that you could do at this time. So 4th and 46 from the 20-yard line. And, of course, they're going to punt. I wouldn't expect anything else.
And they have to. That's in some protection because
it got blocked last time they were down in this territory, and they're going to bring all their people again.
They're coming again.
And here's the punt, and I think it got tipped that time, and you better be clearing out of the way. Luckily, it is in Pioneer territory, so it's stopped. 46-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 47. So that's where the Pioneers will take over. We're going to take a really short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. Well, we are going to go anywhere. Now they're going to come back. They're really getting quick. So sorry about that. I faked you out a little bit, kind of doing a little fake left, move right. I don't really move that. Sorry. My daughter's looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't really fake anything.
Do you even realize what you just did?
I don't.
That was literally a lyric from High School Musical.
Oh, well, I watched it with my grandson the other day. White is back. He throws. He has a receiver, but he's not open. Javen Mayfield tried to get the interception.
And he probably should have threw it to the outside.
He wanted it. He wanted that Christmas gift wrapped for him, but he didn't get there. Speaking of Christmas gifts, you got mine yet?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, we'll try.
Hey, can I borrow some money?
No. All right. You took it all. We got 2nd down and 10. And Iowa Colony's just going. And Christian, have you noticed that they keep trying to go for that long ball like they had in the second quarter? But they got to. They're down 2 touchdowns right now. And there's a snap. It's going to be head to Tenor.
On it.
So Tenor runs up the middle and doesn't look like he gained anything on that play. So
you see how far Chapel was playing off, and I don't think that that's smart because if they hit a stop route, and
they're playing the deep ball, and that's how they've gotten beat a few times. And it could be, it could not be. They're just playing a little more zone. And there's your a receiver fell down. That's your Antoine Martin, who's been a thorn in the side. I apologize. Correction, Landrew Ward, who's also been a little bit of Ward. But Antoine Martin has been a thorn. He scored a touchdown and gotten a lot of receptions during this ball game. We got a 4th down and 10, but it looks like they're going to go for it, Christian. They're in their own territory. They're on the 47-yard line. They haven't moved. It's in the original line of scrimmage. They haven't gone anywhere.
You have to. This is the ball game.
You got 5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the ball game. It's 35-21. You're down by 2 touchdowns. And the Chapel Hill hopeful are on their feet kind of over there. Half of them are. A lot of them are here. And we got a timeout called as the play clock goes to 0. Looking around here, we got a lot of fans for Chapel Hill that made the long trek here. Not as many fans as you would think from Iowa Colony that are here. There's a lot that are here, but you would think that there would be more that were here with as close as they are. But a lot of Chapel Hill fans here in the stands across the way that we can see. And happy to see that over there. So we got a timeout. And so they are down, the Pioneers down to 2 timeouts.
And you got to think, you have to understand the scenario in this. The winner of this game plays Kilgore next week.
Right.
And they're kind of a little bit the ultimate, superstar team in this region.
Well, and it all comes down to
on the
this.
line.
We got a fourth down here, and you got to think Iowa Colony has not been in this situation. They average 40-some-odd points a game, 42, I believe, and they blow out their players. White to the right-hand side. He's trying to look for a player.
And
It's picked up. No, it's not. Oh, man. Jaborian Cook was there in and out of his hands, and it's a turnover on down, so the Bulldogs will have it. But like I was saying, Iowa Colony is not used to this position.
They're really not.
They're undefeated. They have blown out almost all of their team, all of their opponents all season long by 20, 30 points. And they're, like I said, they average 21 points. I looked at their games. They haven't scored, like I said, I don't think they've scored less than 31 or 35 in any ball game this season. And here they are sitting at 21 with 5:29 left in the ball game. Brisbane with the handoff to Stewart, and goodness gracious.
Hayden Caston.
Caston just blew that one up, and that's a loss of 3, but the clock still goes, and that's what you're looking at. And the urgency of the Bulldogs is not what it was earlier, and that's what they need to do. Run that clock, run the play clock down, eat up as much time as you need to get it down. You got a second down and 13.
And if Iowa Connolly was able to stop them,
And
they're still running.
To the outside. That was Brisbane. He gets down, and right at the first down line to gain. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. Hold on. And yes, they are. They're going to give it to him. I don't know. The referee was not being very quick on the draw for him. 4:38 and counting in the fourth quarter. 35-21 is the score. And the Bulldogs just letting that play clock run down. There's the snap. Brisbane handoff to Stewart. Stewart looking for an open spot, and he just kind of he kind of curls up and falls. If I was standing in front of Joseph Mosley, number 92, who is a large-esque man, and I'm pretty big. I'm standing about 6'3", 300 pounds. I don't know if I would try to challenge him. I probably would have curled up and fallen down too, Christian.
yeah.
So that's going to be second down and 8 for the Bulldogs. 3:48 left in the ball game. Bulldog fans and the band cheering him on. Snap goes. Handoff. Cook. Cook to the outside. Has a wide open space to the 20. He's out of the 15. 10. Tripped up. Gets around about the 8-yard line. Let's see where they get it. No, they're going to say he goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. But he is tripped up. And a good defensive play, and I believe that was number 7, Jarvis Solomon, the defensive back for the Pioneers, that saved that touchdown. He had nothing but green in front of him, and Solomon just made a Superman dive and tripped him up at about the 10-yard line. So it'll be first down and goal from the 10-yard line for the Bulldogs. 3:08 left in the ball game. Brisbane on the keeper. Runs around to the left-hand side and gets to the outside. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one right there could have just sealed the deal, Christian and in turn, Claire. And it's a distinct, closer possibility we could see a rematch for the third year in a row in a playoff of a Kilgore Chapel Hill Bulldog playoff to move on to another round in the playoffs. That'll be fantastic. Here's the kick by Campos. It's up. It's good. Your score with exactly 3 minutes left in the ball game. Chapel Hill 42, Iowa Colony 21. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium in the Woodlands. Here's the kick by Campos. It's going to be a kick to the outside around the 20-yard. Oh, and it's fumbled a little bit, but he picks it back up, and that's Antoine Martin. Martin gets out to about the 25-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. 254 left in the ball game. Intern Claire, how have you liked this game?
I do like it. I think the refs, I've seen a few flags that were not flags. And,
calls that should have been called?
I'm not the best with football. I do understand it fairly well, but
You've learned a lot this year.
I know I would have pulled out them little yellow thingies.
Little laundry.
Little laundry on the field.
Little laundry on the field. It's going to be first down and 10 for the 25-yard line for the Pioneers. There's the snap to White. White's in the pocket, has a little bit of time. He's going to go deep. And no! Good defense.
Wow.
And that was Joshua Castaneda on the defense. And he knocks that one away, so it's going to be second down. 2:46 left. And the clock stops. And I have a feeling y'all, as in collectively y'all, they're going to go deep here every time they have a chance, and it's going to be 4 down territory. What do you think? Christian?
Well, I mean, you just have to keep throwing the ball here.
Yep. And that's
all you can do.
And there they go again. It's going to be deep and no, out of the reach of both the defender and his and the receiver. Looks like the intended receiver was 81, and that's going to be Jaden Warren. We got some score updates, Christian, for us.
We actually do, and they are some pretty shockers. And the other shocker is Salina and Stephenville. Final 7-3.
Wow. Who won that one?
Stephenville.
Okay. Here's a pass to the outside. It's going to be caught by Martin. There's Antoine Martin, and once again, you have I believe that was Jaborian Cook who went for the interception, and once again, Antoine Martin just making the catch. And the Pioneers hurry up to the ball, and instead of going long, of course that one's just a little out of reach. And my daughter intern Claire over here cheering for something, and I believe she has a score update for us. Intern Claire.
The final for West Rusk and Dangerfield. West Rusk 16, Dangerfield 48.
Oh, that was a little bit one-sided.
And then 5A Division II.
Oh, and she trips. So White trips up. Sorry about that, Christian, but White was trying to get out of the way of, I believe that was number 15, DeMarcion Blaylock, coming off the side. No correction. I was wrong. That was Trevor Brooks. I'd be moving out of his way, too. And fell down. So that's a loss on the play. It's going to be third down and 19 with 1:58 left in the ball game. And a lot of the Iowa Colony fans are starting to pack up as White backs up, and there's the catch that is made by Landrew Ward. Good. That's a good gain, but it doesn't get the first down. It's going to be fourth down and about 5. They're going to go for it, obviously, with 1:27.
We got an update, an upset, actually, in our area, really. Argyle gets upset by Colleyville Heritage, 38-34.
And that was an upset. And off that play, Antoine Martin gets a first down in the Bulldog territory at the 40-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10. With 1:14 left as he went out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock. 42-21 is your score with 1:14 left. There's the snap. White. Big drop and has a receiver. No. Martin was open. Jaden Mayfield on the coverage. And a little overthrown, goes out of bounds. Kind of led him out of bounds. So it'll be second and 10. 1:08 left on the clock. And White and company heads back to the line. Second down from the 40. White over to the outside. Caught, run out of bounds is number 19, Ian Hill.
Just a little bit too late. Too little, too late.
Yeah, they're trying to make some things happen. They have 2 timeouts left, but with 1:04 left in the ball game, I'm not sure how that would make a difference. There's the snap, and White runs out of the pocket, throws deep down, but it's going to be a little out of bounds. And the intended receiver was Ian Hill as well. For 4th down again with 57 seconds left on the clock. And I believe, Christian and intern Claire, we can comfortably say
that it's over.
minus and barring, like I say, a miracle of miracles, that the Bulldogs are advancing to the next round of the playoffs.
And they will have a rematch with Kilgore.
But White is going to play a couple more plays. There is a flag on that play, and I knew that was going to happen, as the Bulldogs are going to get charged with a 15-yard pass interference penalty on that with a 4th down. If he would have just let it go, Christian, I think that would have been a turnover on downs, but he didn't, so he wasn't.
Yeah.
And they won't. So the Pioneers will have the ball back, or not have the ball back. They'll keep the ball. And that's going to be on Dylan Johnson for the penalty. So 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line with 51 seconds left on the clock. And Iowa Colony. Tenor in motion. And a blitz is up, and it's an incomplete pass. And goodness gracious, Braylon Allen comes up the middle. Nobody touched him. And Carson White had to get rid of that ball so fast. I don't think Tenor got around fast enough to get his hands on the ball. And even if he did, I think that Javen Mayfield was there already. So 2nd down, 47 seconds left. White gets the ball, 5-step drop. Looks to the right-hand side, has a receiver, and incomplete pass. It was a little high, but good coverage by Darius Dean. As I believe he got up, may have got some fingertips on it, but it was a very high pass. Intended receiver was Ian Hill. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10. 42 seconds left in the ball game. White looking to the sidelines to get the call. He's got Tenor to his right. There's the snap. Sets back in the pocket. There's a throw, and it's just no time as Davion Ross was in his face. And so he had to throw it pretty quick before he really wanted to. Antoine Martin was his intended receiver. And now we have a 4th down. And, of course, it's not hard to say they're going to go for it here on 4th down with 38 seconds left. 4th and 10. Tenor to White's right. There's the snap. There's the drop, throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
They finally got one.
And that was Mayfield.
And they were looking for that one.
Who was that? Was that Mayfield? No, that was
Dylan Johnson.
Dylan Johnson with the interception in the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and that's going to be the ball game. And the Bulldogs are going to advance next week to face the Kilgore Bulldogs.
It is going to be a fun rematch at Rose Stadium next week in Tyler, Texas.
Well, we're not sure if it's going to be in Rose. We're 99% sure it's going to be Rose. We're not going to make that call because we don't know yet. So we can't say where it's going to be yet. That decision will be made later on because a lot of factors go into it, obviously. But that call will be made by the coaches later on tonight, I'm sure. And got some extracurricular activity is Iowa Colony is not too happy with the loss. They kind of pushed through and hit Brisbane. Actually, that's not Brisbane. That was Connor Griffin. Gets knocked down when he tries to kneel down with the victory formation. And they're counting it down. And as you can hear, Chapel Hill fans excited about the win. And that's the final here. 42-21, Bulldogs with the victory over the Iowa Colony Pioneers. We want to congratulate the Pioneers for a fantastic season, making it as far as they did, especially after the season they had last year. And a big congratulations to the Bulldogs for making it and advancing on to next week.
And they will. It's going to be a fun matchup. I will say this. This is what Kilgore was waiting on. They were ready to see if Chapel was going to make it back, and they will. And we are 99% sure it's going to be at Rose Stadium next week.
Yeah. But we can't make that.
Yeah,
we can't make that promise.
Which we can't make the promise.
Don't say, well, NetSN told us no. We did not. We do not know. So don't say we did it.
Yeah, and we can't really make that promise, but it's going to be a fun matchup seeing these two. And obviously with Kilgore last year, it's been 3 times that they've lost to Chapel Hill. 3 times straight. They got a district title win in their building at the last game of the regular season. Now Chapel Hill is going to play Kilgore again. And Kilgore is still upset from the past couple of years.
Well, yeah, because Chapel Hill has knocked them out of the playoffs the last 2 seasons. And so, yeah, they won a little bit. And, I know that Kilgore won pretty heftily in the final game of the season, won the district. They did that 2 years ago as well. And then Chapel Hill came back and beat them in the playoffs and knocking them out. And Chapel Hill is going to be hopefully looking to do it again this season as well. But Kilgore has a lot to look forward to and a lot to lose as well coming up in this game against Chapel Hill next week. So it's going to be a big game for both of these teams, and we're going to be looking forward to bringing you this game next week. So that's going to do it for us here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium, and we want to thank you for joining us. We want to, again, apologize for all the technical issues we were having. We do try to check those and fix that as best we can, but when technology is involved, sometimes you just do your best and it doesn't work out as well. But we appreciate your patience and understanding, and so thank you. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you next time on NetSN. For Christian, Isaiah, and intern Claire, this is Keith Whitman signing off. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time.